Are there people who have been on Taskmaster that, if it were up to you, will never, ever, ever be invited back again?
Not people. Oh. Maybe person.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Right, let's talk to a man who's plugging a book. This is good, isn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Horne is here.
Morning, boy. Morning goes to Greg.
Good morning,
everyone.
Tell us the history behind your jumper.
This was on my algorithm. On some sort of socials.
No.
They kept saying for about 3 months, you want to buy this jumper, Alex, and they wore me down, and eventually I clicked buy, and it was cheaper than human, that could work in an ethical way, but there it is.
It's so nice.
What are you
It's really good quality.
to get that algorithm?
I don't know. It's got a bagel with a face on it. I don't know what it is.
It's a salt beef bagel.
Thank
the
you.
world famous salt beef
You
bagel.
like it, Chris? I feel like...
Would I? I wouldn't want to take it away from you.
Okay.
I
Just an offer.
think you should keep it.
Okay, well, I appreciate
looks
it. Can I
great
have your
quality.
T-shirt?
Have you? Yeah, of course you can.
Okay.
Have you Googled it? Is it a real thing, or is it just made up?
I've not Googled it. Maybe. Have you guys got Google nowadays?
Yeah.
I've got Bing.
He's got
here,
Ask
actually.
Jeeves.
Yeah.
He can go on there.
Well, feel free to Google it.
So it's what is it? What does it say?
I don't know.
It's
Is it
something deli at the top, Dom.
Right.
Batch One Deli,
There you go.
world famous salt beef bagel, and then to say Deli-licious.
I think someone said it is very, very offensive, so just be careful.
Yeah. Okay. And definitely don't say on the radio.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Oh, there they are.
I hate when that happens.
Lovely.
Morning.
Good morning.
I'm glad I wore this.
Do you know what? You chose to wear it, though. Let's be honest.
No,
You-
absolutely.
You got up this morning and went, today's the
This
day.
is all I ever wear. I've got 12 of these. It's just which shades.
Have you worn it several times?
I have worn it previously, yeah. And it does always get conversations.
You've got a soft spot for it, haven't you?
I think I can just about get away with young people's clothes. But
Oh, is that
not
what you
for
think?
much longer.
Oh, that's
For
what
another
you
2
think
years,
that
I reckon.
is?
Do you not think this is young people's clothes?
Oh, no.
Is it not? It's old people's clothes. Oh.
You can also get it in T-shirt form, Alex. I've just found it online.
Oh.
Looks quite nice.
But is it a real deli?
It is a real deli,
It's a
and
real
you can
deli.
see videos of them actually making.
And where is the
stuff as
deli?
well. It's in Ipswich.
Slough.
Where is it?
Funny, you went for Ipswich. You
no.
went for Slough.
It's actually in
Similar
London.
brains.
Okay.
London of all
It's
places.
actually
It's
London.
actually London.
You've got to find it, and you've got to go wearing the jumper, surely.
Let's do it now. Let's go. Let's
well,
take some
we
mics
would,
and
but
go.
We've got a book to plug.
Oh, yes, sorry. Yeah, the book. Oh, what a wonderful book you're holding, Chris.
I'm holding, for the viewers and the listeners, mainly for the viewers, the brand new Taskmaster book, An Absolute Casserole.
An absolute casserole, yeah. It's a quote from Mike Wozniak when he had a hemorrhoid.
That's right.
When he that was lovely.
Was it? Was it a lovely hemorrhoid?
Such
one of-
a lovely idea.
It's one of James's favourite things in the world. He's told us the story about 8 times.
Oh, I sometimes watch it again. Just the moment, the little noise, and he's a GP, Mike Wozniak, so he knew exactly what it was.
Okay. He was self-diagnosing.
I have popped a hemorrhoid out. Yeah.
Right.
It's an absolute casserole down there.
Oh, that's lovely. What a quote.
Not
Nice,
a written
isn't it?
line. Yeah. If you had a script, you wouldn't have written that.
No.
but
No.
It's coming out in the moment. Yeah. So it's mainly a hemorrhoid-based book for Christmas. Yeah.
Now, I believe in... So this is the Taskmaster Compendium.
Yes. Sorry. Yes.
Which-
It's a miscellany.
The what?
A miscellany. A miscellany. A miscellany.
Yeah, I'd never know you pronounce that.
I've gone for miscellany.
Miscellany. Let's go for that one.
Is
I
it
don't know who
collection
she is.
of
Is she one of the
unconnected
comedians that's
bits
been
and
on
bobs?
the show?
Yeah.
So in the book you do say, but how long has Taskmaster been going for?
10 years.
That can't be right.
Incredible, that.
4 years. We've miscounted. Yeah.
So, but is it really?
Yeah. Well, I first did it in 2009 at Edinburgh when I first had a kid as a response to that, as a way of escaping the house. So, yeah, a long time in my life now. Yeah, it's been...
How did that work as a live thing?
So, genuinely what happened, and this is all in the book.
Right.
My wife had a baby and I'm very grateful and she did really well. But it meant I couldn't go to Edinburgh for 1 year. So I sat at home twiddling my thumbs and I decided to set 20 comedians a task a month for the next year. Then I went up to Edinburgh and explained what happened. So there was no Greg involved. I was in charge and it was far worse and because of my personality. But it was entertaining because the comics were competitive and funny straight away. So the first task was put the most money in my bank account, most wins, and that funded the endeavour. Yeah.
That's very good.
Who won that?
Mark Watson put in 200 quid. Tim Key sent me an invoice for 50.
Did you pay him?
I did pay him, yeah.
Did you?
Out of Mark Watson's money.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, this is a lovely thing. So then how did it become from that to the TV show?
Well, years and years of pitching and being rejected. This is a good sort of lesson for people wanting to make TV shows. We got rejected for 4 or 5 years. I think Channel 4 gave us some money and then rejected us.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then eventually Dave picked it up. Because it didn't have a script and it was the same cast for a whole series, which in those days was quite unusual. So there's a few hurdles to get over. I wouldn't have commissioned it.
Well,
I think it's rubbish.
because that's the thing. The show is so ridiculously successful, and it's also very, very, very watchable. But I would imagine that yes, it would have been a very hard sell.
Yeah, I think everything is, and if something's slightly new, not that it's particularly groundbreaking, but it was a bit different from the normal panel shows you get, where everyone's sitting behind a desk. So no one wants to take a risk. But I think commissioners should take risks more, because I think Dave were actually really brilliant at supporting new comedians and all that, and I'd not done any telly, so. But that's why we got Greg in, because he's.
Now, was that your decision or somebody else's decision?
It was actually mine. I always wanted to be the sidekick. I like being the sidekick, like you, Dom. It's nice, isn't it? You tip away, and actually you're in full control.
Exactly right.
People don't realise that.
That's it.
You're pressing all the buttons.
We're running the ship.
But you get more money if you're the main host.
Yeah, this annoys me, yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, what? You get more what?
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Greg was the only person who could do that job, because you've seen him. He's 6 foot.
You say
3,
that.
4, 8, 6, 8.
That's the
Alex,
one.
you say that. You say he's the only person who could do that. But what is that? There's very little that
Him or
involved.
Jurgen Klopp. No, I don't know. I think he does do a lot of shouldering the show. He has to do the boring bits of welcome to the show and goodbye and
What, the hosting of the show?
The hosting of the show.
Yeah.
Not many people can do that, Chris. He's such a pro. He's also, I think, the funniest person I know. He does make everything funny.
Right.
He came in
effortlessly
a couple of months ago, not even that.
Was he funny?
He was brilliant.
Yeah.
One of the best
Funny
guests
guy.
we've ever
To
had.
be fair, he was very good.
And gentle. He's
But-
gentle.
He seemed gentle.
If it wasn't for you, let's be honest, he'd have been, that bloke who used to be in the In-Betweeners.
His show, The Cleaner, Chris, on BBC One is worth watching. It's brilliant. And I have to say that because I think it is absolutely wonderful. And we are friends now, Greg and I. We're going to spend Christmas Day together.
No, you're not.
I don't think so. But it's a
See,
nice
I
image.
believe
Yeah, no.
everything
Yeah.
you say. I literally would believe everything
Well,
you
he's
say.
very welcome to come to our family, but I don't think he would.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite a commitment, isn't Christmas Day?
Yeah, Christmas Day.
That's it.
I don't know. I think he might go around to yours. When he was leaving our studio only a couple of weeks ago, I said to him, by the way, I said, do you drink, by the way? Because I'd never really met him before. And he goes, it's one of the few things I have left.
Yeah.
Were his words. So I think if
Don't
you
deny me
invited him, I think if you said, Greg, listen, for Christmas this year, I think he'd go, yes, please.
Yeah.
He's very specific with his drinking.
Is he?
Yeah, it's vodka and an energy drink every time. And he brings the energy drink with him to wherever we're going. Yeah.
And nothing else will
And he
do.
told me not to share that with anyone, but he won't be listening.
He won't be.
He's Classic FM.
How rude.
I keep believing everything you say.
How rude.
He's not Classic FM. Sorry, Pippa. I will only say the truth from now on. Pippa.
Get stuff, Greg Davis. He won't be listening. He's
won't
got
be
Classic FM on. I'll text into Classic FM. Oh, we've had a message here. Can you tell my friend Greg to get stuff? And that's from Chris Moyles. This is Beethoven, or whatever it is they do. So the book is what, then? To explain for people like me who don't know what a companion
So a lot of
means.
people who like the show are really into stats. Those are our audience. So we've got lots of stats in it. We've got lots of stories behind the scene showbiz goss. There are some beautiful pictures that, in the middle of a book where you've got those shiny bits. We've got that.
love
that.
Everyone likes that.
That's more money.
So good.
Yeah. So there's a history of the show. It's instead of you can read it in any order. It's one of those. But
Yes.
you pick it up. There's something. You know what there is? There's something on every page.
Oh,
That's the tactic we've gone
There
for.
literally is something on
There's
every
literally
page.
something on,
There's no
on
blank
nearly
pages.
every page.
Yeah.
No blank pages in this book at all.
It's sort of out of order, but yeah, there's the history of how it started and where we are, and who are truly the worst contestants ever, who cheated, who didn't cheat, who we like, who are the 3 people we actually really don't like.
That's in the book?
No.
Oh, come on.
I wish it was.
That would be
Well, while you're here,
Yeah.
is there... You can just do yes or no's if you
Okay.
want, or you can get deeper.
No.
So you can either do a yes or no or full answer.
Life.
Are there people who have been on Taskmaster that, if it were up to you, will never, ever, ever be invited back again?
Not people. Maybe person.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Is that Greg?
It's a great. It's not Greg. No, you know what? We have a real rule of the show is just all nice people, because it's quite a long process, and it's a team show, so we can't have someone whose ego is out of control. So, in general, we've got that right. In general,
have there been many people that have been booked to do the show that have pleasantly surprised you with their willingness to just dive first in?
Many who who surprised me with the way their brains work. So someone like Lisa Tarbuck, I think she's absolutely phenomenal. And when she opened the task and did it, I never knew what she was going to do. And then Judy Love as well, who I didn't really know except for on Loose Women or something. And she comes on and she's so funny, but in a completely different way. So, I think it really works when you've got different types of brains up against each other. Yeah. And the clever people like David Baddiel come unstuck. You know, the people who on paper have a degree from Cambridge tend to fall down, which is great to see, I think.
Are there many people, because sometimes when I watch the show, sometimes you watch it and you're like, okay, great. And other times you watch it and you go, I literally, if that was me now, I'd be like, seriously, guys, I don't know what I'm meant to do.
It's funny that.
I actually, can we edit? What I don't know what to do.
Well, we do
I don't understand.
To just go on your first instincts, and if you don't understand it, just do something. And it's funny. It's fine. You know. So when we start the clock, it does start, and when it stops, it stops. We don't edit it at all. And we have had. Yeah, the odd person who's gone, I don't know what to do, but they'll always find something in their brains.
Right.
And the cameras are rolling, so it's a bit like live comedy. Your brain goes somewhere. And if it's in a bad place, that's fine, because there's 4 other people.
What is some of your favourites if you were to meet somebody on holiday in St Lucia?
It's a big if. It's a huge if, unfortunately.
And you're there without the family, so you're from a nice
Is Greg there?
road. Great, it's just you and Greg.
Right.
To St Lucia for Christmas.
Yeah.
Again.
Are my family still fine?
They're good.
Oh,
They're all fine.
But they're with another guy now.
Let's be honest. Okay. You're all having a break from each other.
Okay, fine.
Right.
It's mutual, though.
And you're explaining to somebody about the show, and they go, what do you mean? Like, for example, what? What are your go-tos from the show?
I think in the back of my mind, I am still thinking about the kids, but then, then I'm moving on. I suppose it's from the early days, something like they walk into the Chesham Town Hall and there's a mayor sitting there, and the task is impress this mayor, you have 20 minutes. Your time starts now. That's a good one, because
that's good.
They really panicked. So we had John Richardson, who's a comedian, just flabbergasted and really panicking, whereas Catherine Ryan straight away twerking at the mayor. and Joe Wilkinson running up the high street, and he bought 42 Calippos and 8 strong lagers, and that impressed the mayor. So that was a good example of just different comedians thinking in different ways.
You'd panic.
That's a great.
That's horrible.
That's a really good one.
It's really horrible.
I just think it would be just a fun show to do.
Yeah. It is. Yeah, that's word got out pretty quick that it's fun to do, because some shows are, some shows aren't. And it is. You come out. It's a bit of a boot camp, you know, and you share this weird experience with 4 other people. Yeah. And it's a bit like school years as well. Each 5, they all have WhatsApp groups where they stay in touch. And it is fun. It's a bit of a life.
And how long does it all take? Like, let's say the guys who booked the show went mad and asked me to do it.
That unfortunately it's me who books it, Chris.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
See, now I'm starting to finally work out your lies. It's when your lips move.
I see.
How long is the process of the thing?
Well, we have you for about 4 or 5 months, but we only have you for 12 days within that. So we fit around whoever's diaries we've got. So when we had Mel Gedroich, she was very busy. We did her all in a week, which was quite mad. So she just comes in day after day doing task after task. Where I sort of prefer it where you come in 6 times across 4 or 5 months. So we start in the winter and end up in the summer. And people's hair changes and they look older and younger. Yeah. So it's quite a long time. And they're not in with each other until the studio, and then they finally see what they've done. And we have strict rules. You can't talk about it, and you can't get in touch with your fellow contestants. So it all comes out in the studio.
And do they know who else is on?
They do know, so we try to encourage rivalry and, cheating and.
I like it.
It's a great idea. Isn't it?
I like the combinations of people on there as well. And I also like to see comedians proper, like, making each other laugh.
Yeah, there's a lot of laughing, which helps.
I still get a kick out of watching Jack D with his stern face just burst out laughing.
Yeah,
that's lovely.
That's the odd one when you get, not the odd time, but when you get someone who's properly my hero from when I was starting, and Jack was one of my real comedy idols, and then he's giggling away, so there's not much better than that. That's lovely.
That's great.
But we do this New Year one where we have non-comics, and that's quite odd, because suddenly we've got Martin Lewis, the money-saving expert on the next one.
Yeah.
And I really do, I love seeing the comics, but when you see somebody who you think you already know, flummoxed by something. And Lewis is extraordinary. And he doesn't need to do it. I don't think he's doing it for the cash.
No, I think he's all right, isn't he?
I think he's done all right.
So then he's doing it because he likes games and he likes winning. So it's, that's fun.
Has there anybody that you wanted to do the show who just says no?
There's people who can't fit it in. So
that's a polite no, Alex.
I really hope not. So Stephen Merchant, we've talked for a long time. I'd really like Stephen Merchant to do it. Partly the height with Greg would be nice, but he's just a very, very funny man. I just want people who, I don't know what they're going to do when they read the task. Yeah. Rich and I, Waddy, we've come close. French and Saunders, we've come close. And so there's plenty of people out there who I still want to do it.
I'm going to say Stephen Merchant doesn't want to do it. I'm not, with the greatest respect.
But Stephen Merchant says he doesn't want to do it. Why would you say that, Chris?
He's not that busy. Come on.
Oh, please.
He's not that busy.
Oh, is he not?
He wakes up in the morning, checks his bank account, goes, I don't need to do any work this month. I'm good.
But if Martin Lewis, the money-saving expert's done it.
But he's nuts, though. Here's a man who wanted to start a website about helping people save money. Yeah. The guy's clearly not right. And then thought, one day I'll be able to sell this for millions of pounds. Yeah. And everyone laughed at him like an idiot. And then, sure, he did. But, nobody else would.
So aim lower, is it?
Dominic tonight, I don't know if you're aware.
I love that programme.
Dominic is making his Comedy Store debut.
No way. Yes. That's so exciting.
At the King Gong show.
Oh, my word. Are you nervous?
I will be. I'm getting more nervous as the day progresses.
Why? Why are you doing? You've got a great career.
Well, exactly. So as a belated birthday present, the team bought me a slot on King Gong.
Yeah, which is free.
Literally just over, which is free. We don't want to be. They kind of booked it. Have you ever done...
Yeah.
I've
not done the King Gong, but I did open spots there, and it's I went on my first date with my wife to the Comedy Store. Yeah. Because it's you can't. You know what, Chris? I remember you talking about it years and years ago. I was listening to you, and you were saying we went to the Comedy Store last night, and you recounted a joke that a comic did about a lobster going into a bar and giving it all that.
Yeah.
Because you've seen that at the Comedy Store the night before, and you were saying it's the best night out, and it really is. I mean, this is a while ago, but that stayed in my head so much. Yeah. It's the best night out.
I remember that because what I loved was...
Where were you working then?
We're doing afternoons at Radio 1.
Oh, okay.
And it was a visual gag.
Right.
So I did it on the air and said, this is my favourite joke from last night. Yeah. Lobster goes into a bar, giving it all that. Now, of course, if you're only listening. So then I said, I remember, this is weird you say that.
I think it's John Maloney is a comic, I think.
You might be right. I went, if you don't get it, then phone up and we'll explain it to you. And I swear to God, through the window, I could see the guy who was answering the phones on the show, and he was like that. And people would go, right, okay.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
Oh, it's the best place. Because also all these comics, and many of whom have not had the telly exposure they deserve. So we, on the show, it's great to get these big names, but we also have two chairs of people you've not heard of who are big on the comedy circuit but need that break. So
So this could be the start of everything for you.
This could be it.
It literally could be the beginning or the end of everything.
He's not giving us any information about his act.
Right.
I'm like, at least give me your opener. I want to help you. And he's like, no, you'll find out on the night. And I'm concerned by that.
Dog's rehearsed to his dog.
Very. I have. It's the only person who's aware of it is my Labrador.
Right. Did it go down well?
Well, she stopped to go to the toilet.
What, because she was laughing so hard?
Thank you. She literally, yes, because she was laughing so hard.
And will there be video evidence of this?
Yes.
Everyone's nodding, Dom.
I'm going to... Is there, though?
Well, they do actually film every gig there as well, because you get given a little... Well, you used to get given a DVD of your...
Several angles.
A DVD?
Yeah, in those days, yeah.
Wow.
Which you then send to other promoters. Say, look what I did.
A DVD?
Look, I got gonged off in 4 seconds. Have a watch.
Please welcome Gong.
Yeah.
Well, we'll let you know how he gets on.
Please do.
Yes. Yeah. I will be very nervous, though. And I'm looking forward to it.
And then we'll put you on Taskmaster before Chris. Imagine.
Thank you. Oh, can you imagine?
Well, I can imagine. Everybody else has been. So anyway, the book, which is out now, go and get the book. What an ideal gift, a Christmas gift.
Oh, I suppose it would be, yeah.
For the Taskmaster fan in your life.
It must cost about £50, that book, though, sure.
No, it's $49.99.
Oh, was it $49? Excellent.
But a bargain.
Funny for them.
Lovely to see you.
You too, Chris.
All the best. Merry Christmas.
I was going to say that as well. Merry Christmas, Chris. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, Alex.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Alex Horne.
Yeah.
Radio X.